Alola! I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Oh, it's going, there it goes. Today, we're looking at UB04 Blade Kartana. That seems like way more suggestions than Celesteal would be just 7. This looks like it's 12. We desperately tried to make Air/Kartana work. It didn't. Okay, that's great. I don't care. You know why? Because it's the same thing but without the R. So yeah, I didn't even realize it until you explained it. That might be why. Papercut is pretty accurate and I'm fine with that. I mean, it's nothing particularly special. Slight bias because I like the Linkin Park song. Strange that they chose that for the name of the song. But all the same, it's pretty literal. So I'm just gonna acknowledge it and move on. See, Origami is one that I feel like people would gravitate towards, but it just feels too obvious because that's, you know, what it is. And like, I think of the episode of Jackie Chan about the guy who could literally turn into paper thingies and his name was Origami, so it's like, oh, you know, there's that. Hey, that was a really weird episode. But like, I don't know, it feels like it shouldn't because of the fact that that's what it is. You know what, I was looking at it and I was trying to think, I was like, what was the name of the paper that they used back in like ancient Egypt and shit? I'm like, I think it was papyrus. So my mind's like parchment. I'm like, is that right? But the idea of naming it after a type of paper is an idea. If you're a graphic design student, this is probably perfect for you because graphic design is a lot about paper and nerd stuff like that. I remember having to learn about paper so I could make my business cards when I was graduating, but like, I don't remember any of it. Mache, paper mache, So in a weird way, I don't hate Final Cut. Have we seen, did we mention Photoshop and Smeargle? Like, was that a thing? Because that's kind of where my mind's going to. If not, Photoshop could be a nickname for Smeargle. Or Graffi for you newer kids out there. And then Scissor Hands, I'll acknowledge just for the sake of it, because I know we've seen it dozens of times before. I think I want to say Sandslash was one. Probably Zangoose, but just for the sake of it. Hell yeah, and a cart! I fuck with that! That's my favorite Mario Kart clone. Just a reminder, Pokemon Stadium Route was what I initially started using nicknames for until I found out how Prince Boo named his, and I was like, oh, those are much better. So, I don't know, I still use Pokeslow because I don't have anything else better for Slowpoke and Slowbro yet. It's an idea if you want to do that. I just, for whatever reason, the name Anacart is just hilarious to me. A cool tent. Does Last Samurai fit? Because I don't necessarily mind that either. And then with that, you could also do Samurai Jack if you wanted to as well. Kajartan? How do I say that? Hallmark? Okay, I actually fuck with Hallmark. That's clever. Not necessarily clever, just different, so I like it. The Hallmark gift card. The card that cuts you open. It opens you when you try to open it. There you go. A reminder for you, Kartana actually is only 1 foot tall. This is a tiny boy. And that's what I think is crazy, is it's just like, you don't think about it, but remember, this dude's like a little bit bigger than a Diglett. He's so small. Gender unknown. USPS. I just really like Hallmark just because it caught me off guard. Okay, that's it. That's the bottom. This is literally just some competitive shit, and I looked up the nickname, and it basically was nothing. Not clicking that. I don't really need to. That's nothing. That's a Kartana. This one's not even Kartana. That's Kartana, but it's blank. Nothing special. Looked at that. Nothing. We looked at that. I don't think there was anything special there. Having a good name, so we looked at that, and we looked at that. Okay, cool. So, yeah. It didn't really feel particularly special. Let's go ahead and bring up spreadsheet. Just show you guys that's empty real quick. Close those out. And then let's go over here to the comment suggestion. Origami and Papercut. Okay, cool. Well, that basically summarizes it. I will tell you hands down, Papercut was the most popular choice. That was the one I saw the most. So, if you don't like Papercut, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just nothing out there for you in the world. I mean, there's some directions and stuff you can go in. Like, we saw some. Like, again, Hallmark, that one just got me off guard. I just thought it was funny. I don't nickname legendary, so I don't have a personal choice or anything like that. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. I like Kartana. I think Kartana is a really cool Pokemon, actually. It's one of my favorites. I use it for my Pokemon Go Master Team because it's a steel, so it resists dragon, and a lot of people try and use Swampert, so I get to counter Swampert with grass. Kartana is also just really strong, which is good. Above 3,000 club, right on. Anyway, that's it. Any ideas or suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to ones you think are good. Let us know what you'd use, what you'd recommend, things of that nature. Fun little Easter egg. I'm not entirely sure this is true. Decently sure. But I did see a video on YouTube where it took the lines that Kartana said in the anime and played it in reverse, and it was human English, and it was basically along the lines of like, "I will cut it!" So I guess if the anime actually uses Kartana's English lines, but in reverse, that's kind of cool. Like, I like that. But it was just basically like a video of that for like a solid 2 minutes. Kartana just saying, "This is worthless, I'll cut it," but in reverse. Easter eggs.